Hey everyone, 12 News meteorologist Stephen Matrigran over here on this Thursday morning with a Weather Now update for you. We're looking at a dry day across our area. Temperatures will be on the milder side, many of us topping out upper 40s to near 50 for your Thursday afternoon. Here, of course, is Newport Harbor. We're looking quiet out there, some festive colors there on the boats with the decorations. Looking outside in Lincoln, again, similar story with dry conditions. Chilly temperatures, though. We're in the 20s and 30s, so again, have the jacket with you as you head out the door this morning. 24 New Bedford, 28 in the capital city, 34 up in Smithfield. But the bigger story going forward, of course, is our weather we've been talking about for very late tonight, but especially for that first half of Friday. It's with a strong cold front that's going to be tracking on through. And out ahead of it, we're going to have some strong gusty winds and, of course, some very heavy rainfall as well as that front pushes its way on through. So what we're looking at is a wind advisory for much of the area. That's for gusts as high as about 50, maybe 55 miles per hour. You can see that high wind warning issued for the Cape and a couple of the islands there, Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, for some of those highest wind gusts as high as about 60 miles per hour. So again, a potent front coming through, and it's going to be giving us some unsettled weather as we go into Friday. So weather impacts, again, widespread rain, heavy at times, especially for the first half of the day. About a half an inch to an inch and a half of rain. Of course, when you're traveling, driving, slower your speeds, be cautious on the roadways. There could be some ponding and maybe some local areas of flooding. Strong gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Strongest winds, though, along the coast and the islands. And also watching for some coastal flooding around that Friday morning high tide cycle. So certainly, again, a quick hitting kind of storm here that we're looking at. So travel conditions Friday, and I wanted to show this just to kind of give you an idea. I think the heaviest downpours and the worst weather will be between a window of about 8, 9 a.m. through about midday. That's when we think the heaviest rain will move through, maybe even some thunderstorms as well. That would create some issues on the roadways in terms of ponding, low visibility. So that's why I'm using this graphic to kind of show that. I do think that of course, we all know rain is easier to handle than snow and ice, but certainly just use caution as some of those heavier bursts of rain track through. So satellite radar is quiet. Wide view shows our cold front off to the west, getting its act together, pushing its way to the east. It'll get here again by late tonight, early Friday. Let's time things out through Thursday. Not seeing a whole lot. Temperatures topping out in the upper 40s to near 50. Clouds increase through this evening into tonight. Some showers possible overnight, but then the rain begins early Friday morning. I think around 7 a.m. it should be on the lighter side, but notice it does pick up in intensity through the morning hours into the afternoon. You see some of those oranges and reds indicating some heavy rainfall, some downpours, some thunder possibly as well. That's in the early afternoon hours with that front as it pushes on through. And then we kind of calm things down for a brief time during the latter part of the afternoon. But watch what happens in the evening. As that colder air rushes in, we see a little bit of a rain snow shower activity pushing its way in from the north and west. So wouldn't be surprised to see some flakes flying late tomorrow evening across especially northern areas as a result of that colder air kind of rushing itself on in. Behind that, you can see those temperatures plummet as we go into Saturday morning with temperatures in low to mid to upper 20s for early Saturday morning. So again, certainly looking at unsettled weather for our Friday. This morning, though, no issues out there. A chilly start, temperatures in the low to mid 40s by midday. For the afternoon hours, again, topping out for the most part in the mid to upper 40s. Some locations could get close to 50 for the second half of the day. And then for tomorrow, again, it's a cloudy, rainy day. Wind advisory issued. Strong wind gusts, rain heavy at times. And again, mild temperatures out ahead of that cold front before they crash on down later in the day. So that is a check of your updated forecast. And I want to leave you here with a check of our weekend forecast. And you can see much colder air works its way on in for the weekend time frame. But that's a check of your forecast. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.